Well, alrighty. I forgot to change my battery, I just realized. So I gotta make these short. Today the plan is to eliminate this possible area that I just cut through. It does seem to tumble down towards the creek somewhat, so hopefully there's a gem or two in there, and then I'm going to backfill with this mound, make it look a little more presentable. Not that anybody would see me from the road up there, because you can't see the road from here. It's always a good thing. Yeah, so I'll get back to you when I find something. And I know I'll find something. Hasn't let me down yet in about 8 or 10 digs. So here we go. Okay, got me what looks like a soda wiggled loose. And I see no embossing on this side. Seriously? No embossing? Oh, that's a heartbreaker. Oh, I feel some embossing. There we go. And it's another Jennings and Marks. Another very pale aqua one with a slug plate. I'm going to double check this one because the first one that came out last time was chipped and cracked and I didn't see any of it. Yeah, so far it looks good. At this point, the unlisted aqua ones seem to be more common than the clear ones. Yeah, go figure. It's just kind of the way it goes sometimes. Okay, boys and girls, this is going to be a fun little video. The cleaner looking bottle here on the left I dug a couple of days ago. And when I pulled it out, no embossing. None on the shoulders. I was bummed. So today, I just came across this. And I'm digging the bottom like this. And I pull it out and I turn it. And it's like, oh, nothing there. Nothing here. I still don't know what the hell it says, but I turn it around. Nothing on this side. I turn it over. And lo and behold, we have a freaking huge looking medicine bottle, pharmacy bottle. I have no idea what, where, who. I just know it's got a fancy monogram and a name. J.M. Good or Cood. That G looks mighty lot like a C, but I'm going to call it a G for now. And now we get a drum roll here. Dun da da da. Where's it from? Blah 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 blah. It looks like St. Louis. Oh, boo-hoo. That means there's probably 50 million of them. However, 50 million in this size? Son of a bitch, that's damn near a quart, I think. Damn near. Well, it's going to be a fun one to look up in the book. And, yeah. Wow. Surprise, surprise. Pulled it out and I'm like disgusted 3/4 of the way around it. The last panel. And got embossing on this bad boy. Oh yes. Look at how big that thing is compared to my itty bitty soda next to it. Jesus Christ. Those sodas are 12 ounces. I think. 10. Who knows. Anyway, other than that. Oh, I did pull out this teaser jug. Looks like it's all there with the ears and everything, but again, no tattoo, no nothing. Still at it. Okay, today is Monday, the 4th of May. just a little after 11 in the morning, and back down here near the creek at my favorite dump. And last time I was here, back under this bush tree, it started going back a bit there with some rust and some glass, and I think it's the last hurrah really for this corner here, this whole edge. So I'm gonna finish that out and then maybe swing around this way and along this tree here, head back down. Hard to tell, but that's downhill. That way. I started from this tree stump and worked my way up through this way, and now I'm kind of heading back down where I started. See what happens that way. That's the plan. And slinging dirt's the other part of the plan. So I guess I'm going to start with the other part of the plan. Get back to you soon. Alright, well, barely 5 minutes into the dig, after cleaning out this little section, this bad boy came out right underneath that bad boy, and it is now wiggled loose, I believe. Loose enough to give it a good wiggle, and oh yeah, it's just hanging. Now I don't expect it to be a, oh shit, I did expect it to not have a BB size hole in it, but I didn't expect it to say BB Springs either, because all of those are two-tone or all white. But well, as we have seen, it's perfect except for a BB size hole. Jeez, really? Oh well. Not a crier because it's not tattooed anywhere. But golly gee, that big of a hole in like a half-gallon jug. Oh well. Could have been worse. Could have been in pieces just being in my way. There is a decent little use layer down here, so I'm going to keep poking at it till it runs dry. I don't know why my thing stopped filming. Anyway, I think we're about done there. Yeah, I'm thinking so. I still feel like something is over in this corner here. So, we may get to slinging some hash over here. Yeah. Oh, alrighty. Within minutes of cleaning this area out rolled another Louisiana tool top crown. Looks to be in good shape. Won't know till I get it home and cleaned up, but best bottle of the day so far. And then back in the corner is another white cream colored jug. Now that's the color we're looking for, because 3 out of 5 are all cream colored, and the other 2 are cream colored on the bottom and brown on the top. So whenever I see a cream colored base, there's hope. There's a 1 in 5 chance of being one of those 1 in 5 times 50, I'm sure. That's how many jugs I've dug up busted here. And I just heard a clap of thunder a minute ago before I started filming, so this may be winding up real quick for the day. Don't know yet. Okay, here we are, back at my favorite dump site. Lovely Bowling Green. It is Monday, about 12:30. May, I want to say 10th. I think that's right. Or correct. May 10th. For some reason it sounds sounds right. Anyway, I'm going to dig back into this shelf here and find out if there's anything there, and if not, we're going to go opposite and we're going to start sloughing back behind. That's the plan for today. It might come to an end sooner than I hope. It's not supposed to rain today, but it's looking nasty. Potential's there. Well, in almost zero time, we have... Ooh, it's loose already. Hey, I could already read the embossing on it. Louisiana Soda, another Jennings and Marks. And it's definitely an aqua one. Yeah, the sun came out just to light it up for me. And next to it, right there, looks like a whiskey neck, and it's in there. So we'll come back in a minute. Doubtful it's anything. They usually aren't. And when they are, there's still nothing. Does that make any sense? Embossed or unembossed, they're common. So far. Alright, boys and girls. I do believe I have an aqua hutch sitting here, which suits me just fine, because I've got an aqua Bowling Green, but it's got a flash in the back. So any aqua hutch is good in my book. Unless it's from Kokomo or Keokuk, which is okay too, as long as it ain't unembossed. That would suck. So I'll be back when it's ready to wiggle out. It's in there pretty tight. Well, I wiggled her so loose, it just fell out just like that. So now, we get to see. I see embossing, so it ain't a plain one. I'm guessing Bowling Green. And I'm guessing wrong. Keokuk again. Oh my God. And there's the telltale B for Burke. J. Berkey. And for God's sakes, way up here. This is like opposite end of the dump where I dug up the other one. So that almost tells me for certain it's a one family dump. And the odds of two different families dumping a Keokuk soda 100 miles away from the factory. Yeah, well, shit. It's got to be in better shape than the one I dug before. It's got chips, it's got cracks, it's got shit going on with it. This one looks good. I'll know better in a minute. Well, alrighty, after 3.5 hours of digging, yeah, I could have quit 2.5 hours ago. Yeah, just about. I mean, it's not like I wasn't digging up anything. It's just the quality of what I was digging up. That Keokuk soda, I hope, cleans up good, because it's really the only good bottle out of the whole. The Louisiana soda's got a huge bruise on the back, so that's not so good. I dug up 3 of these Lynch and Company whiskey flasks out of St. Louis. I think they're worth about $5 each. And then we got about the last bottle out of the hole. Little Kilmer's sample. Swamp Rudy. Right next to that was, I thought, another one. Absolutely no embossing. And the only crier of the bunch, which I'll keep because I've never seen one, is a little Sloan's Liniment sample bottle. Isn't that interesting? That would have been a real sweetie. Would have fit right in with my little sample medicines. Anyway. Anywho, got me off the couch for 3.5 hours. Did dig up jug number 8. I guess I shouldn't have complained. This one doesn't even say Western Stoneware Company on it. Got a few cracks in it, but shit, it's all there. What the hell? Could have at least said Radham's Microbe Cure on it. Something. Anyway. It was fun-ish. Fun-ish. Not much for all the work I spent, but what the hell. Filling in the hole is easy when you're always throwing it behind you. Yeah. Okay, it's 12:30 on Tuesday, May 11th. I mistakenly called Monday yesterday May 9th when it was May 10th. Today is the 11th. And I have no idea where I'm going to dig today, if I'm going to go that way, or this way. But I'm going to go one way or another. Hopefully where the good bottles are. Yesterday we dug up all of these, and these are not the good bottles. As you can see, I didn't take any of these home with me at all. So, hopefully we're going to flip that around and dig some good ones. Only got one really good one yesterday. Yeah. Well, alrighty. Did somebody say we're in a pandemic, or am I digging in a pandemic? I think I'm digging in a pandemic. Yeah, and that's just a few of them. Anyway, I think I found the machine-made portion of the dump. All of these are machine-made, with very few exceptions. Like one or two. Jesus. Only a few keepers out of this pile here. Oddly enough, I must have a half a dozen of these things at home. I've never dug a machine-made one before. This one's machine-made. Minus the cap. Of course, the caps never seem to be with them. I don't know what they did with them, but I dug up one or two with the cap. Yeah. I guess the coolest bottle of the day is this Baker's Standard Flavoring Extracts. I don't know if that's Baker's from Keokuk. I suspect it is. They probably picked it up when they got their sodas. Would make sense. And a few other odds and ends, but nothing real great. I got one more Jennings and Mark's soda. Of course. Can't seem to leave here without one. Oddly enough, I am leaving here today without a intact sipping jug. Thought I had one, but no, missing the bottom. So anyway, it was a good effort. I really tore into it here for a good 3 hours, maybe 3.5 almost. So yeah, we're making progress. Unfortunately, we just came into, not just, but been digging in for a while, a severely burned area. So a lot of things are coming out really funky, melty. I mean, you gotta get 2,000 degrees to melt a bottle like this. Jesus. Yeah, that's toast. Here's another toasty, mosty toasty. Yeah, if they were cooler types of bottles, I would have kept them. But they're not. They're not cool at all. So they might as well have burned them. Yep. Anyway, probably won't be back for a week, just because it's supposed to rain for a week. Damn near. Or at least 4 or 5 days, and then it's going to take a couple of days to dry out. So, that's the story. That's the idea. That's why I came back today instead of tomorrow, because tomorrow's probably going to be wet. Hate slinging mud. It's hard enough as it is. Yep. Signing off for now. We still have a pandemic going on, even though it's only a party of one. Yeah. Okay, well, here we are. Thursday the 21st. Yeah, it's about 1:45. Overcast, crappy day, but it's supposed to get into the mid-60s. We will see. Last I heard before leaving the truck was 61. Not supposed to rain, and this is about the driest spot I can find where I've been digging before. Same spot where that first Keokuk Hutch soda came out of. And a couple other semi-decent bottles. At least there was some age to them. A few other spots that I've tested out, or dug into actually, are getting into the machine age, which we're not happy about. So I decided I would try my luck over here again, see what's going on. So that's the story. Nothing too heavy planned for today, and we'll see what comes of it. Yep. Well, this is a pretty unusual photo op here. I exposed this, what I thought was a crockery jug, because I've dug about 2 dozen, and then I discovered the neck, and there's actually a pour spout right where my thumbnail is, which tells me it's a big ink, but it's it's at the base of this tree. And I looked at this tree and I went, there's no way in hell that that master pottery ink is going to be whole, because it's going to go up into the tree, right? So I got to digging, and by golly, there's the base of it right there where my fingernail is, with a big rock lodged on top of it, squeezed into place by the roots. I tried to remove the rock, no luck. Now I got to remove the roots to remove the rock, to remove more roots, to remove the ink, which is probably broken on the other side. And it's just a freaking ink. Oh God. Anyway, I'm gonna treat it like it's a $10,000 bottle. Yep. Because who knows, the next one could be. Yep. Whew. Okay, well, still couldn't move the rock even after cutting some roots, so I cut the main root, exposing the ink, and hopefully, I haven't even tried to wiggle it yet. Ooh, I'm glad I didn't, because it's ready to come. And here we are. And we have, I really don't believe this. Appears to be undamaged Master Pottery ink. Oh shit, that's unreal. Now to wash it up in the creek, see if we have any marking on it, and I'll get back to you. First bottle out of the hole. Isn't that funny? Yeah, that's a little bit better. Amazingly enough, undamaged, no chips, cracks, dings. There is a manufacturing flaw, and the way you can tell is if that were a ding, it would be missing the glaze, but you can see the glaze comes down and dissects it right there, two different colors, and it doesn't lose the glazing. Anyway, it's a P&J Arnold from London, England, as 90% of these are. I'm pretty sure I have a couple of these at home, but they're still cool, especially in the big size. This one's funkier than the other ones that I recall, so it may find a new home replacing one of the other ones. Yeah. Well, I tried my best to undermine that tree. I got about 3/4, 2/3 of it anyway. But I suspect we'll be leaving it alone. The dump seems to be going that away from the tree. There's one of 3 or 4 broken jugs I dug up today. Not a lot of busted stuff. The last bottle out of the hole was that sauce bottle. Got a soda bottle, another Jennings and Marks, and then what looks like an English, some sort of an English olive jar maybe. It looks very English to my eye. I'm going to throw them in the creek, swish them around and see how they look before I spend the time to drag them home and bring them in the kitchen. Anyway, bottle of the day was the first bottle of the day. Not a lot to show for it, but hey, got me off the couch and ready for the next dig. Yep.